husband went. Oh. All right, guys, welcome to our ED and Up call. Sorry, we ran over on our FIBC meeting. Thank you for being here. I do want to recognize, forgive me, I want to shout out. If everybody can mute themselves, please. Now, Dawn Fuller is on. I know Dawn is not an ED. Is Dawn an ED, Dawn Fuller? Whose coach is Dawn Fuller?
She's mine. No.
Okay, thank you. Guys, make sure everybody, guys, on this call needs to be an executive director last month. Okay? Or at least the previous month.
Okay, because I'll say last month I didn't make executive director, so we have to hop off the call.
Who is that? Who is speaking right now?
We are in.
Okay, this call is for executive directors and up. EDs and up. Okay, the second Tuesday of the month is the All Coach Zoom. So we'll see you back here next Tuesday. Okay. Okay. So we got a big lineup, but I want to just congratulate Trish Eber is our newest global director. Give it up for Trish. Totally deserves it. She's been coaching with us for a little bit now, and she really, we're going to have her speak tonight. So I'm not going to talk too much about Trish. And we have a couple of new FIBCs, Kim Piro, Carmel Bellino. Is that how you pronounce her last name, girl? And Nicole D'Amelio are 3 new FIBCs. Am I missing anybody that ranked up to FIBC in June? I think that's it. We had 3 FIBCs. We had a couple in, people in between there, but really proud of you guys. Again, to remind us, when we make executive director, our next goal, literally the next month, I'd like to see you get a senior coach underneath you. And we're going to talk about this tonight because here's why. Last month, because again, it's June and July, we don't need to go into detail about what June and July is. A lot of people fell back from ED, and that happens in the summer. If those of you that fell back had a senior coach underneath you or 2 senior coaches, right? You could have stayed at ED via blended path. So that's why once you get to ED, we really want you sponsoring as a security blanket, right? As an insurance policy. Plus, we have the hope and the expectations that now you have gone as far as a single coach and you want to start growing a team, right? That's the expectation. So I'm just muting everybody. If everybody could just get on mute when they come on. Guys, just quick reminders, our all client Zoom, the first Wednesday of every month is an all client Zoom. It's about stress eating. It's going to be a great presentation. Marissa is going to be leading it for us. That the graphic is on Healthy Me and You. We are also going to be inviting all of our clients to attend a new weekly client Zoom that's going to be starting next Monday. It's run by Optavia. So again, we're getting back to the Optavia Monday night client trainings. It's not going to be on Wednesdays. It's now going to be on Mondays. We will put that graphic on Healthy Me and You starting next week. Okay, so your clients now will have a weekly inspirational call to listen in on. Okay, for us, that's going to interfere with the Susie Heyman Monday night coach training. I hope everybody was on the Monday night coach training last night. The speakers were amazing. They truly inspired me. So I hope you listened to that. If you weren't on live, I hope you listened to the recording. Reminder, guys, we have our sponsoring blitz. Those of you that wanted to participate in that, I hope you're keeping score because your name will go into the pot to win $1,000 freaking in cash. I know that we kind of have a lull here, but stay in action, guys, because again, $1,000 is $1,000, right? For those of us that have coaches underneath us and are participating in the ED Blitz, reminder that you need to be meeting with those folks. You need to be going over their scorecards. So let's get back in connection with them early this week and just kind of see where they're at. Again, the one with the most points for the ED Blitz wins the $1,000. That's not a drawing. That's literally the one with the most points wins. Unless they have that scorecard, I have no idea where they're at. Okay. Convention. Oh my God. You guys should all be getting your freaking swag. It's so fun. And then we did decide for our team dinner, which is Friday night of convention, we are going to do a white party. It's going to be at Stats Restaurant. I posted it on our team page. It's 6 to 9 p.m. It's walking distance from the Omni Hotel, but we're going to do a white party. Everybody wear white. We're going to take a nice team picture. We are also going to be putting a slideshow together. Dawn Cortez has wonderfully agreed to put a slideshow together of you guys with your team members. So you know, even if you're just getting together with a team member to walk or exercise, or, you know, you're hanging out somewhere, send it to Dawn Cortez. She's putting a slideshow together. And I just like to have that running in the background during our team dinner. So I'm so excited for that. Okay. Okay, Dawn put her email in the chat. Thank you, Dawn. Perfect. Okay, so tonight I wanted to have our FIBIX speak and Trish Eber, our newest global director, because as I talked about, at this point, my hope is that you want to have a sponsoring mindset, that you're shifting from just me to a Karen. This is for executive directors and up. Just to remind everybody, this is for EDs and up that were EDs in the month of June. Why is there confusion tonight? Is this the second Tuesday of the month? It's the first Tuesday of the month, right? Why is there confusion on this? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. I don't know. All right. So Trish Ebert, I've asked each of these folks to speak. April Bowen, is April Bowen an ED? She is, right? Yes. Okay. I'm losing my stuff. Okay. Trish Ebert is going to give her top tip or tips from shifting from a me to a we. Go ahead, girl.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, so I guess I've been coaching for March, it was a year. So in the beginning, I always used to complain to Mary Ellen, I can't get any coaches. I can't get them. I don't know what's wrong. I had no problem getting clients, but I just couldn't get coaches. So we had many of talks, and I finally had the shift. It happened and it does eventually come. So instead of me thinking of, you know, how can I get coaches? Mary Ellen and I always talked about what coaching can do for somebody, you know, for me. And then I give my reason why I started coaching to when I start doing my health assessment, just to start to drip the coaching. But my big thing was accountability. So when I'm doing the health assessment, I'm listening for, you know, do they have, you know, financial issues? Do they have, you know, have they failed many diets in the past like I had and I needed accountability? What else is there? You know, do they need this opportunity just to kind of help them along the way, or they just need to pay for their fuelings? So I really turned it around and I started listening during the health assessment, and that's when I would start dripping coaching, or I would just kind of say, oh my God, I know the, you know, the fuelings could be expensive or whatever. That's one of the reasons why I started coaching. Me and my husband were both on program, and you know, I said, I'll do a post, you know, I make it very nonchalant, the whole thing. And I tell them I did a post and I got 5 people right away. And then I did another post and it just kept growing from there. And I just kept adding on to like, oh, I could do my car payment. I could do this. So I'm trying to like drip little things like, oh, maybe I could pay for my car too. Or, you know, I try and really get that mind going of what they could do if they coached. So one of my coaches, she had mentioned that, you know, her daughter's in dance, you know, dance costumes, events are very expensive. And I said, you know, you should really look into this. And, you know, it has helped her tremendously. It doesn't, you know, you don't have to think about where the money's coming from to pay for these dance costumes, you know? So it was just a mind shift of how coaching could help them and not you, you know? So you just always look for that opportunity when you're on the health assessment with them, and it just keep dripping it. And every time you talk to your clients every week, just mention, hey, how's your daughter doing in dance? Or, you know, just keep, you know, putting out there so they just keep thinking about it. So it definitely was a shift, you know, instead of like Mary Ellen always says, from a me to a we, you know. So that's it, you know, it just happens. Just stay consistent. That's all I could tell you, is consistency is key. So that's it.
And that's it. And, you know, Trish provides such amazing client support. you know, and she connects with her clients every week. Anna O'Toole, is Anna O'Toole an ED? Can anybody answer me that? Why don't I know those off the top of my head? I don't, is Anna O'Toole an ED? Who's here? Erin, Sabrina, who's Anna O'Toole's coach? Anna O'Toole, anybody?
No, Anna is not an ED.
Okay, so why are we having this problem tonight? What did we do wrong?
I
Seriously.
put it in my group, ED and above. I guess they
Okay,
can't. read.
gotcha. Okay, thank you. Thanks, Erin. Okay, but to Trisha's point, she connects with her clients. She has these conversations. She gets to know them. She knew that her one coach needed, to pay for the dance costumes. So get to know your clients. Don't give up. Stay consistent, right? Thank you, Trish. That's again, this isn't rocket science, guys. It's just having these conversations, knowing how to drip it, knowing how to position it, not making it weird, making it casual, like she said, continuing to have the conversations. All right, Carmel. Carmel is our newest FIBC, fully integrated business coach. And just as a reminder, for those that don't know, global director, you have 5 coaches under you that are executive director. So Trish, as a global director, has 5 EDs under her. FIBIC, you can have 5 senior coach teams under you, and then those senior coaches grow from there. So Carmel is one of our latest FIBICs. Carmel, share your secret sauce.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I have no power, so I'm a little dark here. Well, let's see. I'm going to be coaching in August, a year. It took me a while. I stayed at ED for quite a few months. That was my comfort zone. And I think that's when I kind of started to shift. My mindset was, it wasn't all about the outside, although being a hairdresser, I'm always fixing and making people pretty on the outside. And then all of a sudden, something just really clicked with me. I kind of felt what my journey was, and I just slowly started to resonate with a lot of my clients. They say birds of a feather flock together. I started to kind of feel we were on the same path of a mindset. It was more working on the inside, not just on the outside. So I gravitated towards some of my clients that I did resonate with, and little by little got to know them a little bit better. And slowly I was just dripping and saying, why don't you try coming on this journey with me as a coach? We kind of feel the same way. Yes, accountability 100% is definitely that asset and bonus. But me, I'm all about energy. I was more concerned with working with people for their inside to change everything for the outside. So that's basically how I started to change and shift from me to we. And it seems to be working.
Love it, Carmel. Love it. Thank you so much for that. All right, Christy Benny. Now, I love Christy. Christy is not yet FIBC, and that's okay. She is a sponsoring machine. I just had a team Zoom with Christy today. I couldn't believe how big her team was. She's going to be FIBIC any minute now, but the way she brings on coaches is really something special. So I asked her to speak tonight. Christy, are you here, girl?
I'm here.
Here you go. Go ahead, girl.
Thank you for having me. And I have to be honest, Cindy and I had this conversation the other day, and she's like, "Well, bring it on. You're sponsoring. What are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm not sure. So I had to think about it, honestly. I think I think it's obvious, like I did shift. I'm not exactly sure when, but I'm just so all in and so excited about this program. I'm so excited to I want everybody to feel as energized and as excited I am to help people. And I think it's just coming out. So like when people, clients text, like what some of the other girls said, it's about getting to know your clients. And also I think it's important to make sure you want to work with those people. You want them to be as excited as you. And when someone texts me a non-scale victory, I immediately pick up the phone and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not letting this go. This is why I do what I do. And, I want you to, you could do this with me. Look at how great you're doing. Look at, all the people you can inspire with, all your accomplishments. So I think it's a lot about like the excitement that I bring to with my clients, that, in their victories and how great they feel, and don't they want to make everybody in their world feel the same way. So that's about it.
I love that, Chrissy. Can you give us an example of some of the language maybe that you're using with your clients?
So for example, over the weekend, somebody had just gotten back from vacation, and I had given them, some vacation tips about, if you can't always do the, 5 and 1, you could, just make sure that you're eating every 2.5 hours, make sure you're drinking. And, she was very concerned, but long story short, she texted me, she ended up losing 4 pounds. So I immediately picked up the phone and I said, Carrie, I'm not letting this go. This is so exciting. Don't you feel awesome? Don't you feel great? I know that there are people in your world that, your excitement, you can pass on to them as well. You're going to be great as a coach. And she was just like, yeah, I think I could. And I was like, bam, I know I want this girl on my team. So she's not on my team yet, but that's the type of person that, you want to work with them, because they're just as excited as you are to share.
Awesome. Thank you, Christy. I really appreciate that. Okay, Kim Piero. Kim is one of our latest FIBCs as well. And Kim has a great story. She's the busiest person on the planet. Really didn't see this as growing a business. And here she is with this incredible, amazing team. So Kim, share with us your secret power in terms of inviting coaches to join you.
Well, I don't know if I have a secret power. Honestly, I didn't even know that I wanted to build a team, because I am probably one of the most busiest people around. I'm a single mom. I've been coaching since last July. I work in Manhattan. I drive every day to work and back, try to maintain a house. I also have a cupcake business on the side. And honestly, I brought on a coach right away, and she was doing nothing. And I kind of realized that I really needed to look at the clients who actually needed financial freedom and really enjoyed helping others, because I love helping others. It makes me feel like I'm actually doing something. So once I started talking about Optavia and how it helped me with my finances, I have a lot of friends, I have a lot of followers. I kept dripping it to one of my really good friends who is now ED, who's on this call. And she skyrocketed. I mean, she got to ED within the first month. And, now that I started to build my team, I realized that I have to make it exciting for them. So I kind of know now what to say as far as explaining to them that they need to get to senior coach in order to make it worth it for them. And they will receive their CAB, in 30 days. And I tell them, if you onboard one client, that's when I'm going to get you your coaching kit. And then you're going to do your post and do everything. If you can't get to 5 in 30 days, then I will make sure you get there. And I told them, if you can't get there, then I'm going to give you the $100. So I had enough clients to feed all 4 of my coaches, but then I had this one coach that was doing nothing. And Mary Ellen and Christine and Michelle said, why don't I, kind of use her and put clients under her, and I'll actually coach them. And then I can get to, FIBC. And that's exactly what I did. And honestly, I didn't even know I was going to hit it. I hit it. I mean, it was like the last day of the month, I think, when I hit it. And, the more I talk about it, I feel like people get excited about it. And I find myself, when I do a health assessment now, I talk about that as well. And, that's really about it.
Kim, would you say that in the beginning, maybe so now it's you're more relaxed and confident in offering coaching? Would you?
I mean, definitely more relaxed, you know, I feel like I know what I'm talking about now. You know, it's hard for me, you know, a lot of times I miss these calls. I'm super busy. I mean, before I was on that call, I have a million things going on right now in my backyard with my kids, the freaking gazebo ripped off, like, you know, I'm by myself. I don't have anybody here. So now I feel more confident that I have the time to actually, you know, put the work in with my coaches. I was afraid, you know, I still am, you know, but it's happening and it's gonna happen. So, you know, like I always say, like, you know, you'll find the time, even though I could sit here and say, I don't have the time, I have the time. I find the time, I do, you know, and it's just a matter of like organizing your time, really. Like now I know, like my kids, you know, they need me, you know, so every Wednesday I dedicate Wednesday to them. I try not to do any calls, nothing at all. I dedicate that one day to them and I tell them, mommy has to work. She's got to come home. She's got to get on the calls. She's got to do this during the week, but Wednesday is our day and it's working.
Guys, are you hearing what she's saying? How many of you said to yourself, maybe not even out loud, I can't grow a team because I don't have the time? Single mother, works in the city, cupcake business, comes home from her job in the city and tells her children she has to go to work to coaching. Why? Because she knows that Optavia will offer her time and financial freedom to give back to those kids and to give into her life. When you make,
And let me tell you, my kids, they don't care now because you know why? I'm taking them on vacation. Anytime my daughter wants freaking Taco Bell or she wants to go here to the mall I mean, my kids, I can give them whatever I want. I have complete financial freedom. I don't have to worry at all. This year is all about us going on vacations, doing long weekends. I mean, they love it, you know, and they still get mommy time, you know, and it's great. And on the weekends, you know, I could do this from the beach. I do calls from the beach. They're in the water. I'm doing my calls. It works.
this is so great, guys. And what Kim is saying is so powerful. This is why you need to listen. Thank God Michelle Manning offered Kim coaching. Michelle Manning and Christine knew that she needed this in her life. And so when you're on your health assessment, it's so key to listen. And so now Kim is paying that forward and listening to her clients on the health assessment. So this is amazing, guys. And again, I want you to think of Kim's story when you say to yourself, I don't have time to do X, Y, and Z. I don't have time to get on the trainings. I don't have time to drip coaching. Goodness gracious, if this is a priority to you and you need this in your life, we find the time. And the other thing, I know this, Kim didn't mention this, but I know she will say it. Her mentorship was there for her every step of the way, every step of the way. If Michelle Manning, her direct business coach, couldn't do it, her grandma coach, Christine Iskro, did it. She was there. She never felt alone. She felt completely supported. So, and they knew that Kim wanted to grow and supported her in that. So communicate to your mentorship group what it is you want, and they will run, walk, crawl right alongside of you.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do without them, honestly.
Exactly right. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Kim. Does anybody else? And I want to just also welcome, and I forgot to welcome all the new executive directors. Even in June, we had a lot of nice new executive directors that ranked up last month. That is impressive, guys. If you are a new ED on this call after ranking up in June, you get triple gold stars, seriously, because the amount of people that actually fell back from ED last month was apparent, but you guys went in the opposite direction and I'm super proud of you. So kudos to you guys. I want to end the call tonight with something a little bit different. Sharon Sunny shared with me the other day when she dropped by my house unannounced. I don't know if you guys saw my post on Facebook. I just want to share this really quick story. I was on a Zoom. I was kind of a busy day and somebody knocks on my door. Who does that anymore, right? And Sharon wanted to bring me a present. I had never met Sharon before. I apologize that I didn't really know who she was. And it was just such a wonderful exchange. But what she shared with me that day was something that she does on the end of a health assessment that I thought was worth the share tonight. So Sharon, are you here? Oh, no.
I'm here.
Okay, there you go. Hey, Sharon.
Hi.
Girl, share what you sold to me about what you do now, Sharon, how much weight have you lost? All total.
On program,
All
35.
all total,
Oh,
all
total 135.
135 pounds. Amazing girl. Okay, tell us now what you do on the end of a health assessment.
So at the end of my assessment, I was doing the assessment just like the script. And from listening to the trainings for the last 3 or 4 months, I took little tidbits from people. My coach, Melissa Huha, always talked about listening and how important listening is. And then one of your trainings, you talked about how it's important to, when you hear somebody say key things, to write them down and then repeat it to them afterwards, kind of their positive affirmation that you are in it with them, that you're listening and you're paying attention to what they're saying. So last month I had 7 health assessments and I had 7 signings from those 7. And when Melissa heard my number, she said, "You had 7 out of 7. What did you do?" And I thought about it for a minute and I realized that I did change it up. And what I did is I follow the script and I listen for certain things that they say, that tell me that they're ready to start. And I make a note of them and I write them down. And at the end of the health assessment, I answer any questions they have and I explain that I'm going to invite them to the Facebook group and I'm going to send them an email recapping what we spoke about on the Zoom call. And what I changed was, this is what I said. I said, "This is no pressure and this is your journey. And you can place the initial order whenever you're ready. But from what you've told me today, you're ready. And what I've heard you say was this." And I repeat their statements, their ready statements that they made, and I repeat them back to them. And I say to them, "I will make time for you right now to get you started because I believe this program is for you. And from what you've told me, I think it's what you're looking for. And I feel that you're ready."
I love that so much, guys, because you know how we always say, let's believe in them until they believe in themselves. Sharon, by inviting them, saying, "I feel based on what you've told me, I feel that you're ready." Sharon is passing off that belief in them, right? They might not even know that they're ready right now, but Sharon kind of leads them into that. She kind of, gives them the boost of confidence that they need to say yes. I just thought that was a really wonderful way to invite somebody to join the journey right on the call. I know that's one thing I struggled with early on. I was so quick to hang up the phone and just send the email and add them to the page. I didn't invite them to join before they got off the call. I think this is such a wonderful, nice, gentle way to invite somebody. You're listening to what they're saying, and I love that you're repeating it back to them. Based on what you've said, I think you're ready to do this, and I would be honored to help you. So good, Sharon. So good. Does anybody want to share anything else? And, if you have not listened to the training last night, the Monday night Optavia training at 8 p.m., it is on the team page. It's, we talked about how this is a season of separators, right? This is a season where you can choose to go down a tunnel of darkness and negativity and woe is me, or you can use it as a launching pad to do something pretty special. The fact that Sharon had 7 health assessments and 7 onboarded clients last month is pretty much a separator, because maybe she did her health assessments a little bit different last month. So what are you doing this month that's going to be the separator for you? Maybe it's following up with your clients better. Maybe it's doing a Facebook Live. Maybe it's asking your clients to post your Jot form. Trish Eber and Jessica had a wonderful suggestion about asking your clients if they would be willing to post your Jot form for you, or ask your clients if they'd be willing to post a before and after of you and tag you. Do something a little bit outside the box. Do something a little bit different. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. For me now, I'm going back to basics. Before and afters, messaging people, thanking the likes, A to Z commenting. Yeah, I just said to Wayne, we need some new fresh blood. I need new pipeline of clients and I need some fresh coaches. Now, how am I going to do that? I'm not going to be doing the same old thing, that I know. I'm going to go back to basics and do the work. So I want you to be real honest with yourselves, guys. Are you doing the work, or have you gotten lazy? I was getting lazy. I was caught up in my book and that was what I was doing and I wanted to do that. But I noticed in the interim, you know, my pipeline is a little bit flat right now. So now I got to go back to basics. The recipe for flatness is action. So let's get back to doing the things that helped you grow in the beginning. Plus, you're going to add on to that something that you haven't done in a while. When's the last time you did a Facebook Live? When's the last time you did a before and after? When's the last time you did a bikini shot? Yeah, I said it. When's the last time you asked your clients to post for you? When's the last time you circled back to every single health assessment you have done and said, July is the new January. I'm giving you $25 off if you hop on program today. July is the new January. Do something different. Start that Instagram account. Maybe you're just posting on Facebook. Let's bring it over to Instagram. Dawn Cortez, and Dawn, I apologize, girl, we ran over tonight, but Dawn Cortez is looking into LinkedIn. She feels that that's a channel for her to try to onboard some new strategic partners. Do something different or something that you haven't done in a while. This is the month to do that. The other thing we talked about last night, guys, we need to have blind faith right now. We might not see the outcomes right now. We might not see the results right now. We have to trust that, because when the harvest season comes in August and September, the work you're doing now or the lack of work you're doing now will show up then, I promise you. When September rolls around and the mommies have sent their babies back to school and they're looking to get healthy, and if you haven't put in the work and showed up consistently on Facebook and done all the things, they will not think of you. I promise you that. This is now my 3rd year of coaching and I've seen it time and time again. The ones who have blind faith now and do the things regardless are the ones that reap the harvest very well in the fall. Okay, guys, I want to thank you for everything that you're doing. I am so excited for convention. OMG, if you are missing out, you're going to have major FOMO. That's all I'm saying right now. You're going to have major FOMO. But again, if there are still seats, so there is a waiting list. They are opening up more seats. So I challenge you to go get on the waiting list right now and try to do everything you can to get there. All right. Remember your ED Blitz, your sponsoring Blitz. Let's get into massive action the best we can, right? Best we can right now. Let's not wait until the end of the month, please. Nobody wants that. Nobody needs that, least of all me, chain smoking in front of Connect. Let's get into action now at the 6th of the month and ride this wave right into convention. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you to everyone. Congratulations to our new EDs, our new FIBICs, our new globals. And I appreciate you. Have a great night. We'll see you soon. Bye now.